Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Tulsa Golden Hurricane in Skelly Field, where the fans have gathered and they are ready to see those Hurricanes gather some strength. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. Fair catch called for and made. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense will take the first swing of the game. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with him, a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
Using his legs, it's Baker. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Coming after it. Can't make the connection on third. That tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Right on target this time. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're down to the 20, first and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tough running this deep in the red zone. Down to the 11.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
That's so frustrating for the opposing offense, too, because you're just salivating. You're just waiting for an opportunity to get on the field. The offense possessed it the entire first quarter and then capped it off with a touchdown. That was amazing.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Tulsa's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Now on second down and short. Dropping back, it's Francis. Snags it over the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Motion from the offense. He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's caught downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Defense looks like they're coming. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Francis. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He snares it in the end. Touchdown, Tulsa! We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he added the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a... You played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they get to the quarter. Down back at the 16. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He'll try to pop the draw. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff. It's McCoy. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Back to throw. It's Francis. Got him downfield. They get him down with it. Up 1st and goal from the 9. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone.
And he's got it! Touchdown! Goal!
this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Staley. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Love the play by the wide receiver because he didn't get lazy. He adjusted his route accordingly, so the depth got past the 1st down marker, and now he's helping out his offense keep the drive alive.
He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. On the move at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Francis. Immediately fires to the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Corners are going to bail. They'll throw it on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tulsa.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man. You want to get that momentum on your your side and they do it, they finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Puck, he's going for the big play. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the officials see something? The officials offer the deal, and the coaching. Will take the penalty. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from gorgeous Tulsa, Oklahoma. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's head back to the guys inside H.A. Chapman Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And we'll kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got it in the middle. It's Smith. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Gonna run it. It's Ellison. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big... This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 35, he's open. And chunk plays on the... And they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Fast motion from the offense. To the ground, he's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. For the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking for a gap. It's Ellison. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Golden! And they take it in for 6 more points. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a
open runway ahead, and it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house, just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Finds his man. It's Mays. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Nice move to stay on his feet. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires toward the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it past the marker. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Tulsa, 28. Georgia Southern, 21.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air, it's Francis. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Georgia Southern.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front ball to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to... defensively as a quarterback, then you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, they'll run it. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. He's got it. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game. A lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. He wants it all. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now
sends it downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Eagles. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Francis. He's got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They go to the counter. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to move the chains. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. And it's caught inside the 20. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You've got to be impressed by what you've seen from this defensive line in the game because they're getting to the quarterback, they're getting sacks, and when they can't get there, they're putting their arms up and they're batting balls down. So impressive watching this D-line go to work.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all.
Golden Hurricanes
Junior makes a play. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.